y'all, so it's Stacy and Samaya, not Stasia Samaya. I know I've been going. I can't make an excuse for that. I've been going. But I'm back. And we're getting this out the way. We're getting this done because this is a highly requested video. I asked people in my story what did they want to see from me. I gave them a list of options. And this was highly requested. So I guess a lot of y'all are into like body piercings. And I'm into it too. So I could give y'all that. So basically what I'm doing today is I'm running down all 18 of my piercings. 1 to 10 how painful it was. How do I clean them? Which piercings I would not recommend, but you'll get that from the pain tolerance. Okay, just a disclaimer, if you hear noise in the background, my house is full of family, which are particularly children. Like, they've been here for like the past month just chilling with us. So if you see little weird cuts or like whatever, that's why. Noise. But basically what I want to do is I want to start from the top to the bottom with all my piercings. So I'm gonna go from up to down, like head to toe with all my piercings. I'll get into my pain, the pain level. I get into how I clean them and all that, what I use to treat infected piercings, all that good stuff. I'll get into that. So to start with my lobe, I have gauges, and if you see, they do look really stupid because they're hanging halfway out of my ear. Disclaimer, I am not a doctor, I am not a piercer, I'm just somebody with 18 piercings, okay? But a lot of people say you're not supposed to wear your tapers halfway out of your ears because it adds weight to your ears and it'll unlevel it, so it's easier to split or whatever. I've had gauges for probably like 5 years and I never experienced none of that. I'm just saying, personally, if you want to be precautious, don't do it. But me personally, I haven't experienced none of that. This actually makes it, this is the only method for me. Your body might be different, your lobes might be different, but this is the only method for me where my gauges actually go through. Like, because I don't forcefully put it through. That's how you get a blowout. I let these like just sit there, weigh it out or whatever, and then they go through like a month later. So it's like I'm gonna just keep on doing it. Like, I have no problem with it. I never experienced a problem with it. So I'm just chilling, and out of all my friends, I'm the one that never got a blowout ever. So I think I'm doing pretty great. But you don't have to take that advice. You do not have to do that. This is just a slight disclaimer. But with gauges, 1 to 10, probably a 3. It doesn't hurt. It's just like a stinging feeling. Like, I don't know. So it's like, how do I describe it? If you get cramps, sis, the gauging will not hurt. Like, it doesn't hurt. It's just stinging. Like, it's like a 3 or 4. Like, it's not too bad. It's just like, like something like that, you know, like that's what it is. It's not bad. And then like, you don't experience it every time. Me personally, when I gauged my ears last time, it just went straight through. It wasn't no pain, it wasn't no stinging, it wasn't anything. It just went through. So it's really not that bad of an experience, even though it does look really fucking harsh to your body. But it's not that bad of an experience. And a plus, depending on how large you go, if you don't go too large, your earlobes will revert back to the regular size. So why not? Like, but yeah, so 1 to 10, that's definitely a 3. I have a second hole right here. I don't know if y'all can see that, but I have a second hole that didn't hurt. It was a pinch. Like, if y'all know what the first hole felt like, it was a pinch. Like, it's just like that. So that isn't nothing like crazy. I probably give that like a 1. Like, it's not that serious. Third hole wasn't that bad either. It was like the second and first hole, but like times 2. So I give it a 2. Like, it wasn't that bad, like, at all. So that wasn't that bad. But when you get to the cartilage, sis, when you get to the cartilage, that's when it hurts. That's when you feel the pain. Like, because like, okay, first 3 holes, cool. Then you getting a little hair and it's feeling a little funny. Like, you feel me? Like, it's like, that's a 5 or 6. Like, okay, it's like, I don't know if it's how your cartilage is just set up, but sis, nah. I was one of them girls that wanted like my whole ear pierced until I got to the cartilage, and I was like, nah, that shit hurts. So this wasn't that painful, but sorry. So my 4th hole was not that painful, but I felt it. Like, I felt it more than like my other holes. Like, I felt it. It wasn't that painful though. And then I got to the 5th hole. Mind you, I only have a 5th hole on this ear. Like, this ear just goes up to 4. This goes up to 5. So the 5th hole is directly, if y'all can see that, the 5th hole is directly cartilage, like straight cartilage. I'm not getting no more, bro. When I tell you that piercing itself, 1, it takes forever to heal. 2, I'm never getting it again. Like, I'm just never getting that again. It really does. Like, it still has a sensitive feeling, and I got this done in February. It's now July. It's literally about to be end of July, and I got this done in February. They said it takes forever to heal. Cartilage piercings hurt. I don't care what nobody say, they hurt. I don't understand how Kylie Jenner got her shit going up like that. It hurts. Like, I don't play them games. Cartilage piercing, 1 to 10, I'll probably give it a good 8. I give it an 8, because it was like, I don't know, that shit was painful. But yeah, all the other ones below cartilage that's still like on the lobe tissue feels fine. Like, it's just like, okay, needle go through, whatever. Like, it's just like getting a needle at the hospital. Like, it's not that deep. So to go to my nose, so I got 2 nose rings. Wait, no, 2, 3. I got 3 nose rings. I got 2 sides and 1 septum. So for my nostrils, what do I give my nostrils? My dad had to get my nostrils pierced like 3 times, but on 2 times on 1 side. But yeah, my nostril piercings, I give that probably a 7. That shit hurted. I know people that got their nostrils pierced and it did not hurt them, so don't think that because they see it felt pain, it was painful. Because I know people that got it done and they got less piercings than me, and they was like, yeah, that shit doesn't hurt. But that hurt. Like, I'm to the point, if my nostril thingy thing close up, it just closes up. I'm not getting that shit re-pierced. Same with the cartilage, it just closes up. I'm not getting that shit re-pierced. It hurts. Like, and it's like with the nostril piercing, you feel the needle go through. Mind you, don't get needles with guns and shit. Don't get piercings with guns. But I did it with the needle. Well, I didn't personally do it. I got it done with the needle. I got it done with the needle, and it's like you could feel the needle go through, but you can also feel the jewelry go through. Like, normally you just feel the needle and the jewelry go through with a breeze. Like, it's cool. But for some reason, the jewelry was more painful than the damn needle. So, nah. Like, nah. I wouldn't get it again. Like, I got it too for the aesthetic. Yeah, so it's like, you feel the needle and the piercing. The piercing, like, the needle already hurts. So it's like, damn. Like, then the piercing comes and it hurts even more. So, no, I mean the jewelry. The jewelry comes and it hurts. So it's just like, nah. Like, I wouldn't, nah. I'm done with that. My septum didn't hurt at all. My septum was probably like a 2, a 3. A 3 at most. My septum did not hurt. I know people who said their septum hurt more than their nostrils. Listen, it just depends on you. For me, the septum did not hurt. I think my septum should be fully healed. I had this for like some years now or whatever. Like, clean your septum too. Clean your septum. I know people that don't clean their septum. Clean your fucking septum. That's all I'm gonna say, because people don't clean their septum. But so down to the Medusa, I got that. So the Medusa, I got the Medusa twice. Yeah, the first time I got it, it didn't, I didn't want to say it hurt. Like, it did hurt. I say 1 to 10. The Medusa was probably like a 6. So when I first got it, the piercer that I used to go to, he put jewelry that was too short. Because your lip is going to swell up, bitch. It's going to look like you got fillers. If you into that, then period, sis, you're going to have fillers for like a week and a half. But yeah, so your lip is going to swell up or whatever. So so your lip is going to swell up, right? And if your lip swells up, it can swallow the jewelry if the jewelry isn't big enough, and it can cause pain. So that was the experience that I was having. Like, my lip was kind of like blue. Like, that shit was fucked up. So I didn't have any replacement jewelry. It's like, so I just took it out. I took that shit out, whatever. Like, it was too short. The guy put in a short ass thing. So I say, like, I wanted to go to him to get that shit re-pierced, but he was on some weirdo stuff. So I was like, cool, whatever. Found a new piercer. That scar tissue, bruh, that scar tissue is no joke. I would not lie to y'all. Any piercing that you get re-pierced, the scar tissue is no joke. The shit hurts. When you re-pierce a piercing that you already got pierced, it will hurt. Like, it will be times 2 of what it was. So I got it re-pierced, I say like probably like at most a month later or whatever, or like a few weeks or whatever, a few weeks to a month later. And the scar tissue, one, that shit hurted. That shit was like, sorry to be cursing like that, but that literally became like a 8. Like that, it hurt. Like it was like, damn, like, cause she stuck the needle through. She started freaking out because it was bleeding like bad. Just get your piercings done the first time. Do not keep on going. Do not take it out and keep on going. But yeah, so it bled like crazy. Like once she popped that scar tissue, because it's like you could hear the pop or whatever, and it started bleeding back. She kind of low-key freaked out, and I was like, girl, I was kind of fine even though that shit hurt. Like I was like, it's the scar tissue. My lip all big, it's the scar tissue. So she gave me the proper jewelry, where she gave me like the longer bar that I initially needed that the guy didn't give me. She gave me the longer bar and she gave me a short one. Like, okay, so this is what you wear for now, and then when it's all said and done and your lip goes down, you wear this one. So I'm like, okay, thank you, good looks. So that was that scenario. Cool, whatever, got out the way. Second time around, it was definitely an 8. First time around, it was probably like a 5 or 4. So whatever. Okay, nephew. So to go down, I do have my tongue pierced. I have the tongue piercing. I have the tongue piercing that goes straight across, which is called the, it's not frog eyes, snake eyes. So I do have the snake eyes that go straight across. So yeah. So with that piercing, pain tolerance wise, 1 to 10, I would give that a 6. It was an uncomfortable piercing, but it was a very bearable piercing. I kind of overthinked it when I came in or whatever. It wasn't too bad. It was way better than what I expected. With the tongue piercing, you can't, like, it's hard to eat. After you get it and stuff and you're used to it, you literally train yourself to eat around it. So I don't bite my teeth or nothing. I don't bite my tongue that breaks my teeth. I have broken like 3 teeth because of this piercing. Yes, thank God I didn't, well, chip. Thank God I didn't chip any in the front, but I have chipped 3 teeth. Like you can't really tell. It's not like a chip that just like, what the fuck, but it's like a chip where it's like, damn sis, like it's not nothing crazy. Like you really can't tell unless you're my dentist, like unless you're like all in my mouth or whatever. I chipped like 3 teeth because I used to keep on biting that bitch. Like I used to keep on biting it. So after like the first month of having it, you really like, you eat around it, because the first few days, bro, you cannot eat. Like the first few days I was eating so stupid. Like I looked so dumb. It's like I had to move my tongue away from my teeth every time I went to bite. Like it was really difficult to eat. That happened for like the first week or 2 or whatever. But like after the first month passed, you become a pro at eating. Like I just eat regular. Like I don't feel like I eat like how I used to eat, but I eat in a way where I still can fuck my food up and be cool. Like, so it is what it is. But I do recommend getting acrylic balls for your piercing. If you're somebody that's just going to keep on biting on your teeth, I say get acrylic balls. Therefore, you break the ball, but you do not break the tooth. Because when you have stainless steel, like me, you break teeth. Like, you break teeth. But I wasn't too tripping over it. Well, I wasn't too pressed over it, rather. Because I'm getting, not veneers, lumineers or some shit like that. I'm getting those, so it's like I wasn't too pressed or whatever. So yeah, the pain tolerance was definitely a 6 for my snake eyes, period. So I can't show y'all these ones, but I got the tatas done. I did. Fun fact, I got my nipples pierced the same day that I got my first ever tattoo, which is damn near in the same area as my nipples. So that shit hurted. That was probably a 10, but it was a 10, but it was a quick 10. Like, it was a 10 where it was like, okay, ow, shit, that shit hurt. Like, that's what it was. Like, it's like a hurt that makes you curse. Like, okay, not a 10, 9. I'm gonna give it a 9. I'm gonna drop it down a point. It was a 9. Because it was the type of piercing that makes you swear. Like, it's just like, everybody heard me just cuss up in that joint. Like, and depending on your nipples, one of my nipples was meatier than the other, even though it isn't visibly meaty, I guess in the, like, the inside or something, I guess. So he had to, like, really, like, push that motherfucker through, and it was just, like, like, it was crazy. It was a crazy experience, but it's, like, it's the aftermath. Like, it's, go to a piercer that pierces quick, because if it's a piercer that's going to take their time pushing that shit through, it's going to hurt more. So it was a quick pain, it was a 9, and afterwards you feel like you've been violated. Like, I walked out of there and I was like, that's literally the pace that I was walking, bro. Like, that was literally the pace that I was walking. Like, I walked out of here like, what just happened? Like, but yeah, it was definitely a 9. But would I get that shit redone? No, because of the scar tissue would hurt. Like, so I know if that's already a 9, like, that's gonna be a million, like, period. But it's cute. I'm gonna get to the healing process of that. We're gonna get to that. I ain't even gonna say that now. But yeah, so that was cool, whatever. I have my last 2 piercings is, hold on, I might have to stand on this to show y'all. Piercings are my top and bottom belly. Alright. Whew, that took a lot out of me. So yeah, so my last 2 piercings are my top and bottom belly piercings. And my top didn't really hurt at all. I say my top was probably like a 5. It didn't hurt. It was just, it is what it is. Like, it was just a regular piercing or whatever. It was a 5. And my bottom piercing, y'all, that, I wish I still had the video of when I got that pierced, because I got 4 piercings in one day when I got my bottom pierced. When I tell you the bottom belly button is no joke, it's a bitch. It was just as bad as the nipples. Probably, like, okay, if the nipples was a 9, I say the bottom was a 7. So yeah, it hurt. Like, that was just like I got a chunkier, like, bottom set, so that hurt. It's not like it's thin as the top. Like, I don't know, it's something about the bottom that just hurt me for some reason, because now feeling it feels like the same thickness, but I don't know, the bottom just hurt more for some reason. But to get into how I clean my piercings, so basically with all of my piercings, I clean them with antibacterial soap, which could be Dial soap. I said Dial soap. I purchased that from Rite Aid. You can get that from anywhere. That's the soap that my piercer recommended me. The foamy one that you like put in a squirt bottle or whatever. Well, that comes in a squirt bottle. Antibacterial. Get that one. That's the one that I use. Perfectly fine. Antibacterial. You can also use salt water. That's what I was using like the first 2 weeks of having my tongue ring in. I was using salt water. I do salt water rinses here and there. I don't do it all the time. That's just me. But the main piercing I do salt water rinses on are my nipples and my bottom belly button, because I feel like my bottom belly button is having the same effect as my nipples. Because if anybody doesn't know, nipple rings never fucking heal. Like, it is, I'm gonna be honest, I'm gonna keep it real with y'all. They say, oh, they heal in a year, they heal in 2 years. I had these nipple rings since I was probably 19. I'm probably kidding. I had them since I was like 18. What was it, once I graduated? These shits don't heal. Like, and when I say don't heal, I mean, if you take it out, they're gonna close. Like, that's just how they are. If your nipple rings healed, let me know. If you could take your nipple rings out and they don't close up, and you could just take them out and have them out for a day, like how you could do ear jewelry, let me know and tell me what you did, because nipple rings don't heal. Nope, they don't. And that's how I'm kind of feeling. Like, the same procedures that I take with my nipple rings, I take with my bottom belly button, because right now my bottom belly button is the only problem piercing that I'm having. I had this since when? I think it's winter. It was like probably late winter. I had my bottom belly button pierced. It's giving me little problems, mind you. Like, belly rings are, what I noticed with the healing process of belly rings is that they kind of get infected. Like, they get, that's like towards, I don't know, let me know if you're different, but that's what happened to me and my cousin and this girl I was cool with. We all got our belly rings together, and it's just like, I don't know, like, it's weird to me, because it's like, it looks like it's infected, but then after all that crust up, it's healed. Like, it's weird. So that's the situation I'm going through now with my bottom belly ring, but it's taking longer to heal or whatever. So yeah, I'm letting it do its thing. I like, you gotta get fucked up. Like, my piercings gotta get fucked up for me to take it out, because I'm like, I did not go through all that pain for nothing. We're gonna keep on trying. Another thing that I use, I got these from my job, I got a bunch of them, is the antiseptic towelettes. That being my job first aid kit. I drench like the water, like the juice out of it or whatever, the liquid, and I just put it on the piercing. I also use the triple antibiotic bacteria ointment. This is another thing that comes in first aid kits. I got a shit load of them. And lastly, what I do is I use these larger size band-aids. I particularly use this for my bottom belly ring. That's what I normally use it for. I slap that bitch on there, because what I do is, after I put the antiseptic towelette liquid on there, I put the antibiotic, I put the triple antibiotic cream on there, and then I slap on one of these, and I just sit it on there the whole day, baby, the whole day. And then like the next day, I'll just let it do its thing or whatever. I don't harass it, I don't put extra stuff on it. I also use tea tree oil. Tea tree oil is A1 when it comes to keloids, infected piercings, little pussing and stuff like that. This shit is A1. You might most likely have to dilute it depending on the tea tree oil brand that you have, but I know when I got it from Walmart, I was able to put it like straight on. No, I'm lying. When I got it from Walmart, I had to dilute it, but when I got it from like ShopRite, I didn't have to dilute it. Like, it didn't give me problems. But yeah, tea tree oil is A1 when it comes to piercings. A1. I cannot stress it enough. Tea tree oil is A1 when it comes to pimples too. Fun fact. It takes my pimples right away. But yeah, how I clean my gauges, I clean my gauges with the same soap that I said previously, and to try to like stretch them, like in the stretching process or whatever, the oil that I use is coconut oil. I use coconut oil and I just massage my lobes and I try to get that hoe in there. I say also try to gauge your ears in the shower. Like, maybe it's something that the steam and the hot water just does when it hits your ears or whatever, because I heard a lot of people had better experiences gauging when they're in the shower. But yeah, that's kind of how I like deal and mess around with all my piercings. I'm gonna try to link everything below that I use to cleanse my piercings and to treat infections and stuff like that. But let me know if you enjoyed this video. You know, you can like, comment, you can subscribe, you can do whatever you want or whatever. I ain't forcing you now, but we are going to have videos coming back to back to back. I got more hair videos coming, I got more wellness videos. Like, it's getting lit over here. But yeah, thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed and have a beautiful day. Like, comment, and subscribe. Love you. Bye.